So take a second, grab a block or a cushion or whatever it is that you need to have with you nearby, and then just get comfortable laying down on your back. So I'm going to go ahead and put you all on mute as I usually do, just so you can be as loud as you want at home. No one will hear you. Good. So go ahead, find that comfy place, lying down on your back in the middle of the mat. And you can get there in a few different ways. If you want to stretch your legs out straight in front of you and just relax, go for that. If you feel more comfortable, particularly in the lower back, you can bend the knees, get the feet roughly as wide as the mat, so walk them out, and just gently let the knees drift in towards one another. You can then rest your hands on your belly, maybe one hand on heart on belly. Just get comfortable, find the place that works for you. Maybe shuffle those shoulders about, tuck them in under the chest. And if you need to pick the hips up and try and pull them away from you to kind of lengthen the back and then resettle down, go for that. As always, listen to your body more than your yoga teacher though. So if you want to do something totally different, do that. There are no rules in this practice other than singularly that listen to your body. So make changes, do things that work for you, not against you. So when you get in that comfortable position, lying down on your back, take a moment to just sort of sway those legs from side to side or rock those hips. Just kind of gently move the body about. And then recenter in that comfortable place. Take a long breath out. Go. Good. Nice steady inhale through the nose. If your hands are on the belly, feel them lift up as you take a deep breath in. Then open the mouth, sigh it out. Go. Good. With another inhale, just take a moment to reflect on your day. All the things that have happened, good, bad, and somewhere in between. Open your mouth again, let those things go. Kind of let yourself just be still for a moment. And notice anywhere in your body that you're perhaps holding tension, pulling in, feeling a little tight. Maybe consciously relax in those spaces. So whether that's between the toes, soles of the feet, or maybe somewhere else entirely in the jaw, the face, maybe the back of the neck, shoulders, belly, wherever it is, relax all those places down. For a moment, just bring that awareness of your breath onto your mat. So start thinking about where your breath tends to settle. So notice if you tend to breathe a little bit more into the chest, into the middle, belly, wherever it is, it's okay. There's no judgment, no need to change it. Just become aware. And see if you can potentially witness your thoughts. Where do they start to drift? Where do they start to go? What are those things that are probably even unconsciously lingering in your mind? Take another breath out, actively let those things go. Instead, take a nice deep breath in. Focus on something physical. So maybe it's purely that breath, making those inhales big through the nose, filling the chest up, filling the belly. Or maybe it's somewhere that you're trying to consciously relax a little bit more. Maybe consciously relaxing the face. And then just gently start to invite tiny movement back into the body. So we're going to start to just gently sway those legs from side to side. Just gentle little movements. And go slowly, bend those knees if you haven't already. And just as you sway, let them slowly start to increase the degree of their rotation. So let the knees drift over to the left a little bit more. Pick them up, let them drift over to the right. Slowly start to build that out until the knees start to come towards the ground. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. It's okay either way. And just let them turn. Maybe start to reach your arms out wide to a T shape or cactus shape. Try to glue the shoulders to the ground and let those knees start to be a little bit heavier, creating that lovely twisting, awakening sensation through the sides of the body. Good. And then gently let the knees drift over to the right. Let go of any muscle action in the thighs, the legs. Just let those knees hang out to the right and slowly start to turn your head to the left. Re-relax your jaw, the stomach muscles, the grips in the feet. Focus on the exhale. Try and make that breath out last a little bit longer. Good. Inhale, gently pick those knees up. Now let them drift over to the left. Turn the gaze the other way. Consciously relax. Take a long breath out. Focus your thoughts on what you're doing. Take a big, deep breath in. Stay for the exhale. Let it go. And then gently pick those knees up to the middle. Hug them to the chest. Give yourself a loving squeeze and just play with pointing the feet, flexing the feet, maybe one at a time, maybe rotating those ankles, wiggling those toes, maybe gently start to rock those knees from side to side. Get some movement going, nice. Flex those feet, squeeze the tummy in, start to extend the legs, heels reach up towards the sky, but there's no need to straighten those legs, so don't put any pressure on yourself. We're simply just moving, warming up. Play with pointing the feet here, flexing them, maybe one at a time, then the other. Maybe rotate the ankles, see if you can spread the toes apart, see if you can get a bit of sunlight between each toe. Pull them together tight, spread it wide apart. Maybe play some rock, paper, scissors with your toes. Pulling them in tight, rock, spreading them wide, paper. Maybe wiggling the big toe away from the little toes, scissors, whatever. Just move the feet around. Try and get the hands into it now. So we reach the arms up and just play with extending and flexing those wrists. Spreading the fingers wide apart, maybe do it in synchronization with the toes. Just move it all around. Nice. Now inhale, reach the fingers and the toes up towards the sky. As you exhale, extend them away from one another. So toes reach far away from the hands, hands over the head. Let all the limbs touch the ground. And then sigh it out again, relax. Nice. Inhale, hug it into the center. Give yourself a little squeeze, a gentle rock from side to side. Nice. So we're going to take a happy baby here. So guide yourself into it first by taking a butterfly. So let the knees come apart, nice and wide apart. Soles of the feet touch one another. So it's almost like you're making a diamond shape with the legs. You can bring the hands underneath the backs of the knees. Good. And then start to separate the feet, flex the feet, send the heels up towards the sky again. Soles of the feet shine up to the sky, nice. Keep the lower back on the ground. And gently just rock it from side to side here. Channel your inner happy baby. Get a little goofy, a little silly. It's more fun with yoga if we don't take ourselves too seriously. Nice, hug those knees back to your chest and then just guide yourself up to a seated position, however you want to get there. It's all fine. We're going to take it to a butterfly shape as you sit down. So seated butterfly, soles of the feet touch one another. Play with the position of the feet. You can have those heels really close in towards the seat bones if you feel like you need a deep opening on the inside of the legs. If that doesn't feel right in your body, send those feet a little bit further away. We're going to get more into the lower back that way. So really focus on listening to your body more than your teacher. Make adjustments that work for your body. Nice. We're just going to take a gentle twist here. So guide the left arm across the body. Hold onto the knee. Good. And then just gently sweep the other arm behind you. Let the fingers touch the lower back or the ground. Try and sit up as tall as you can though. So squeeze the belly in. Keep the shoulders stacked above the hips. So notice if you've got a lot of weight in the hand behind you, pull the weight forward so those shoulders are really balanced above those hip joints. Squeeze the tummy in, look behind you, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, gently release it. Nice. Place both hands on each knee. Good. And then just start to send your weight forward and back. Start to breathe with it. Get those cat-cow shapes through your spine. Maybe take it from side to side. Do a little zigzag with the shoulders. Break out those dance moves. Just start to move the body around. Start to feel comfortable in your own skin. I know it's a little harder to do than you think sometimes, but that's why we're taking this time just to breathe and move. Good. Get the right arm reaching across the body now, holding onto the opposite knee. Sweep the other hand behind you, fingers touch the lower back or the ground behind you. Notice if the shoulders are curling forward. Try and lift them up, open the chest up, take a breath in, look behind you, squeeze the tummy in. Good. Try and keep that spine nice and straight. Almost mentally visualize that spine. Start to build more space between each vertebrae. Good. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. Gently release it. Come back to the middle. Good. Now keep those hands on the knees. Lift the heart up. Breathe in. Really get as much length between each vertebrae as you can. Squeeze the tummy in. Hinge at the hips. Start to send your heart forward. Folding over that butterfly shape in the legs. Maybe release the hands. Maybe you want to hold on the shins, the ankles, the big toes. Maybe reach the hands further forward. Maybe something else entirely. Just breathe into it wherever you are. As you inhale, see if you can lift your chest a little bit more. Give more space for the diaphragm. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold just that little bit deeper. Relax the back of the neck. Let the head be heavy. Soften the jaw again. Notice where you're gripping. Try and let those things go. Gently slide those arms back. Nice. And extend those legs out straight in front of you. And just play with pointing the feet, flexing the feet. Maybe spread those toes wide apart again. Rock, paper, scissors it. Move those toes about. More work with our toes than you expect today. Inhale, arms reach up high to the sky. Flex those feet. That's uncomfortable in the legs. Know that you can bend those knees. That's okay. Just have the feet flexed. Push the seat bones in to the ground. Squeeze the tummy. Reach up a little higher. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Start to send the heart forward. When you start to feel a stretch, then let the spine curve. Let the hands settle down wherever they want to go. And soften the back of the neck, but keep the breath deep. Long, steady inhales, long, steady exhales. Witness your thoughts. They're already drifting off the mat, thinking, what's for dinner? It's okay, you're not alone or thinking it too, but try and bring those thoughts back. Nice. Come up and start to bend the right knee with you. Get the sole of that right foot touching the inside of that left leg. So it's kind of like a butterfly shape again with that leg. You can play with the position on it. It can be anywhere inside of that left leg. Flex that left foot. Turn those hips so they face forward in front of you. So when you bend that right leg, these hips tend to want to drift towards that right leg. Find the bony points in the hip. Pull them forward. Squeeze the tummy in. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Send the heart towards the toes. Reach with the heart, not with the hands. When you feel a stretch, fold over into it. Relax the jaw. Soften the back of the head. Good. Deep breath in. Lift your heart up. Reach it towards the toes again. And then exhale. Fold just a little bit deeper for that microsecond. And then come back up. Nice. Keep that leg where it is. Get the right hand behind you. And then gently start to push the knuckles of that right hand into the ground. Lift the heart up. Good. Sweep that left arm up. Get the hips off the ground. Just reach it up. Give yourself a little stretch. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Extend both legs straight in front of you. Flex the feet. Maybe point them. Play with it a little bit. Inhale, both arms reach up. Hinge at the hips, start to fold it forward. Ooh, stretch over those legs. Just for a moment, halfway lift. Breathe in, lift the heart up. Exhale, refold over it. Relax the jaw. As you come back up, bring the left foot with you. Sole of the left foot touches somewhere inside of the right leg. And if it's not the same as the other side, that's okay. Life is not full of symmetry. The sooner we welcome that, the more we get out of it. So find where your hips want to go. Find those bony points, even if you have to dig around for them. And then pivot those hips so they're now facing towards that right foot. Check if those toes want to fall out to the side. Make those toes reach up to the sky. Good. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Fold over that right leg. Let the hands drift down when you start to feel that stretch. Good. Deepen the breath. Even when you're folded, how can you bring that breath into your belly a little bit more? How can you exhale? Maybe relax into it ever so slightly more. Good. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale. Fold into it just for the breath out. Good. Inhale. Restack the spine. Get the left hand behind you. Knuckles of the left hand push into the ground. Lift the heart up. Good. Use the momentum of the right arm to swing. Get those hips off the ground. Squeeze the tummy in. Wild thing. Exhale, lower it down. That is actually the name of that pose, wild thing. So good. Enjoy that. Nice. Straighten both legs out straight in front of you. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Send the heart towards the toes. Halfway lift into it. Breathe in. Exhale, fold over it just for a moment. Good. Inhale, come back up, shrug those shoulders up, spine is long. You have a couple of options here now. So you can bend that knee just as we did before. Right hand behind you, sweep it up, pick it up. You can also keep both legs straight. Right hand behind you, squeeze the tummy in, sweep it up. Maybe try both, find which one works for you. Let go of one if it doesn't work for you. You don't need to do both. It's just this idea of hand behind you, picking the hips up off the ground. You can have that right leg bent or not. It's up to you. So go for it, whichever version works for you. Personally, I like the knee bent, but you can try it with legs straight. Just get those hips up, squeeze the booty. Beautiful. Exhale, bring it down. We'll take it to the other side now. So legs straight or left knee bent, up to you. Inhale, pick it up again. Squeeze those glutes. Get those hips up. Exhale, bring it down. Nice. Cross those legs. Take it to a tabletop position. Give yourself some cat-cows when you're ready. Let the belly dip as you breathe in. Squeeze in as you breathe out. And there's no need to stick to the traditional format. So you can take it from side to side. You can walk the hands around. Take some cat-cows with your hands in totally different places. Really just take it as an opportunity to move and enjoy that sensation in the body. Good. When you started to build that awareness of how your body is in this moment, build the foundation of your tabletop. So knuckles push into the ground, lower belly pulls in. Good. As you inhale, extend the left leg behind you, toes touch the ground. Good. And just start to shift the weight forward and back so you're getting a nice stretch to the back of that left leg. Good. When you're ready, find some stillness. Squeeze the tummy in. Pick that left foot up. Breathe in. Nice. Exhale. Bring the knee to the left elbow. Ooh, try and plant that left foot outside of the left hand. If you need to pick it up to get it there, if you need to inch those toes forward to get it there, do what you've got to do. And then just gently shift your weight forward and back. Enjoy that lizard pose. Hips dipping low, reaching forward and back. Really just opening up those joints, getting some awareness in the inner thigh muscles. Good. Now balance yourself so that left ankle is underneath the left knee. You just can take a simple twist. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Deep breath in. Exhale, guide it down. So nice. Take that one more time. Inhale, easy twist. Left arm reaches up. Deep breath in. Exhale, take it down. Heel toe that left foot inside of that left hand now. Good. Just making sure the ankle's underneath the knee. As you inhale, start to send the weight forward. Knee travels beyond the toes, but keep that heel connected to the ground. As you exhale, start to walk the hands back, but get the toes off of the ground. Toes reach up towards your face. Hips pull back. Flex that foot. Ooh, that's going to be a stretch to the leg. Yes. Inhale, walk the hands forward. Send the weight forward. Keep the heel connected to the ground. Exhale, delicately walk it back. Toes off the earth. Toes reach up high. Heart reaches forward. Good. And then take it back. We're going to do this a few more times. So move in your rhythm, at your rate. See if you can be really extra mindful of the muscles that are working in that leg as you travel forward and back. The next time you travel back, pause there, keep the toes off the ground, and imagine that left femur pulling into the femur joint. So now that muscle's working. Breathe in, exhale, walk it forward. Whew, super good, super good. Tuck the back toes, pick that back knee off the ground. You got this. Nice. Now we're going to travel straight to a warrior two from here. So ground down that back foot. Outside edge of the foot lines up with the back of the mat. So the sole of that right foot is totally connected to the ground. And as you inhale, reach the right arm up, left one starts to come up, warrior two. So right arm reaches back, left arm reaches forward. Good. You can keep the hands on the hips as well if that feels better. Notice if the bum's sticking out behind you. Scoop those hips in underneath you. So good, so good. Nice. Look forward, maybe open the arms up. It's an option, not a requirement. Try and sit down into it a little bit more. Notice if that front knee is pulling in. Activate that left glute, pull that knee out. One more breath here. Find your warrior. You are stronger than you think. Hands to hips, straighten that front leg. Whew, a bit of relief through that thigh. Nice. Heel toe in that back foot, just a couple of inches. So now the space between the legs is a little shorter. And you can grab a block now if you've got it, and just gently place it inside of the left foot. And again, don't feel like you need a block. If you don't have one, it's okay. So just keeping that prop, that tool, inside of the left foot if you've got it. Check that the left toes are facing towards the top of the mat. Check that that back foot behind you is still parallel to the edge of the mat. So those right toes are facing to the right. Good. Hips facing to the right. Open those arms out again, or keep them on the hips, it's up to you. Now, look over the front middle finger. Inhale, reach forward as far forward as you can. Really reach. Good. Now let that left hand travel down towards the block or whatever tool you've got. If you don't have a tool, grab onto the shin. Reach the right arm up, squeeze the tummy in, triangle pose. So good, so strong. Try and push that right hip away from you. Good, reach up, take a breath in, look up. Exhale, turn the torso towards the ground, both hands towards the top of the mat, remove the prop, and then gently step it forward, standing forward fold. Wiggle out those legs. Nice. Halfway lift. Breathe it in. Exhale. Fold it forward. Nice and steady. Let gravity do the weight. Relax the back of the neck, the forehead, all the muscles in the face. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Fingers to shins. Lift the heart up in line with the hips. Exhale. Fold into it. Squeeze the tummy in, up to standing. Breathe in, reach both arms up. Exhale, take it to prayer. Nice. Refine your breath, refine your focus. Maybe shake out those hips, wiggle the body around. Nice, good. Maybe pick up the toes off the ground, spread them wide apart. Gently place them down again. And wiggle those hips one more time. We're going to take those hands to those hips now. So find your grounding first, so you can push those heels into the earth. Push the knuckles of the big toe into the earth. Keep those things pushing in the ground, and then start to just draw circles with your hips, almost like you're hula hooping. We're going to send those hips forward, to the side, back, side, forward. Good. Focus on keeping the sole of the foot connected to the ground, but drawing big circles of those hips. Change directions. Take it the other way. And just notice if there's a part of your body where you tend to feel it a little bit more. Breathe into it. Take it back to the middle. Shrug the shoulders up and down. Sigh it out. Good. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, take it to prayer. Good. Opposite but equal pressure in the hands. So those palms are pushing in towards one another. Gently start to shift the weight into the right foot. Be mindful of continually pushing down with that big toe knuckle. Gently, gently start to pick the left heel off the ground, and then pivot on the ball of the foot, send the knee out so it's pointing away from you. Good. Slide that heel in so it's resting above the ankle. Squeeze the tummy in. Squeeze those glutes together. Keep those palms pressing together. Now find somewhere you can fix your gaze, somewhere steady and strong. Keep that connection and gently start to slide that left foot up the right. Maybe let the sole of the foot hug the calf muscle. It's almost like it's a perfect fit. Find an opposite but equal tension in the foot pushing against the leg, the same way the palms push together. If you want to, you can slide that foot up a little bit more. If you want to, maybe you can pick that foot up, place it high into the thigh, re-find your balance. If you want to lose your balance, get a little wobbly, because that's what life is made up of, a little bit of wobbles. Sooner that we can fly with the wobbles, the sooner we have a bit more fun. Take a long breath wherever you are. When you're ready, exhale, let it go, shake it out. Give yourself a little wiggle. Nice. Inhale, both arms reach up. Long exhale, slowly drift down. Keep the spine straight, hinge at the hips. Let the heart be heavy as you come all the way down. Nice. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, hands to mat. Step the left foot back behind you. Nice. Shimmy that left foot back. Right knee is bent. Good, good, good. Then lower down to the back knee, untuck the back toes. A little bit of an option here. This is going to be a little strange, but flow with me. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Not so bad so far. Good. Maybe bend that back knee, toes point up high to the sky. Ooh, get a stretch through the left leg there. Good. That's enough. Stay here. If you feel like you need a little bit more, reach the right hand back behind you. See if you can grab the toes. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. It's fine either way, because guess what? It doesn't really matter. As long as you're breathing and telling yourself kind things, keep that going. Gently unwind that. Bring the hand back down to the ground. Slide that right foot back. Take it back to a tabletop just for a moment. And then exhale, child's pose. Reach those fingers forward. Draw the hips back. Sigh it out. Long breath in. Slightly longer breath out. Inhale, wave it back up, tabletop. Take a few cat-cows just because it feels good to move. That's right, really good to move. Enjoy it. I think there's no coincidence it's called cow pose. Get that movement in your body. And then when you're ready, extend that right foot behind you, toes push down into the ground. Good. Just shift your weight forward and back here. Try and keep the knuckles of the hand pushing into the ground. And keep the tummy pulling in. Try and keep equal weight through your right side and your left side. Good. Find your center and some stillness. Keep the lower belly pulling in. Flex that right foot, pick it up off the ground. Reach that heel way far back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly bring that knee towards the right elbow. Squeeze it in and gently place that right foot outside of the right hand. And when you get there, juice up the joints. Send the weight forward or back, side to side. Zigzag those hips. Get into it. Explore some movement. Maybe you haven't done that yet today. So really take this yoga as an opportunity to just experience what it feels like to be in your body right now. And let it be willing to change. Let it be willing to become a good thing. Nice. Gently inhale, right arm reaches up high towards the sky. Deep breath in, push down with that right heel. Exhale, gently bring that right hand back down. Good. Take it one more time. Inhale, reach up, push down with that right leg. Exhale, gently bring it in. Heel toe that right foot in, so now the right foot is inside of the right hand. Good. Come onto the fingertips, and as you inhale, dance those hands forward. Try and keep that back heel pushing down into the ground. Good. And then exhale, gently walk those fingers back. Get those toes of the right foot coming up off the ground. Fold over that leg. Good. Take it forward again. Breathe in. Spine is long, heart reaches forward. Keep that heel pushing down into the ground. And then exhale, gently walk it back. Flex that foot, toes point up. You got this. Take it a few more times. As you breathe in, send the heart forward, lift everything up. Step the heel. And then exhale, walk it back. Try and keep the spine long. Imagine that right femur pulling into the hip. One more time. Send it forward. Really breathe into it. And then exhale, gently glide it back. Keep those toes reaching up. Keep the right hip pulling back. Breathe into that stretch. Really take another nice long inhale. Nice long exhale. It won't last forever, I promise. And then walk those hands forward. So good, so good. Squeeze the tummy in. Nice. As you inhale, pick that right hand up just one more time. Deep breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, hand comes down. Tuck the back toes. Pick that back knee up off the ground. Good. Setting up for warrior two. So allow that foot in the back to come to the ground. Outside edge of the foot lines up with the back of the mat. So the toes are pointing to the left. Keep the toes in the right foot pointing forward. And as you inhale, windmill those arms up. Left arm comes up, then right. Option to put the hands on the hips if you would like to. Option to keep them reaching out. Take which version works for you. Good. Sit low into it. So bend that front knee a little bit more. Notice how the knee wants to come in. Activate that right glute. Pull that knee out. Good. So really opening up those legs, getting the hips nice and wide. Good. Keep breathing into it. Nice. You got this. You got this. Doubt your doubts. Take another deep breath in, looking over the middle finger. Stay for the exhale. Hands on hips, straighten that front leg. Whew. Find some relief in that thigh. Walk that back foot in just a few inches. Good. Keeping that back foot lined up with the back of the mat. Try and keep equal weight through the front foot and the back foot. Reach for your block if you've got one, and gently place it inside of the right foot. I'm going to take triangle pose on this side now. You got this. So, reach the arms out if you would like to. Gaze over the front middle finger. Inhale, reach as far forward as your body will let you. Really reach for it. Then gently let that right hand come down towards the block. Left hand can stay up or it can hold to the hip. Either way is fine. Reach that left hip back behind you. Send the heart forward. Almost imagine trying to get your spine straight so it's parallel with the ground. Squeeze the tummy in. Push those feet into the ground. Keep breathing. Maybe turn the gaze up. Look up. Deep breath in. Exhale. Look down. Gently step it forward. Standing forward fold. Wiggle out those legs. Nice. Halfway lift. Breathe into it. Exhale. Fold just that little bit deeper. Up to standing nice and slow. Both arms reach up. And then exhale, take it to prayer. Give yourself a wiggle, shake it out. Nice. So you can take hands on the hips again. Give yourself some hula hoops. If that feels really good in your body, go for that. Change the direction. If you want, you can reach your hands out wide and just play with turning the palms down and up. Shift the hips from side to side. If you want to create your own crazy dance move, now's your time. Just move in a way that's working for you, whatever that is. And then gently come to center, shake it out, sigh it out. Place the hands to prayer. Push those palms together. Find an opposite but equal force that creates a sense of stability. When you're ready, gently start to shift the weight onto the left foot. Yeah. Pick the right heel up off the ground. Nice. Notice if your tummy is sticking out, feeling relaxed. Pull that tummy in. Make it part of your balance. Gently pivot on the ball of that foot. Guide the knee so it points out away from you, towards-ish the top of the mat. Good. And then slide that foot in so now the heel is resting above the ankle of the standing leg. Start here. Squeeze the tummy in, squeeze the glutes, lift the heart, push the palms together. Find somewhere you can focus your gaze, focus your thoughts on what you're doing, and just on what you're doing. Maybe start to slide that foot up, let the sole of it hug the calf. Like perfect puzzle pieces, let it fit foot together, that works. Push them together. Maybe slide that leg up a little bit more, maybe reach for it, place it inside the top of the thigh, refind your balance. Wherever you are, try and push the foot into the standing leg, push the standing leg into the foot. Keep the core pulling in, lift the heart up, take a deeper breath. Try to never compromise your breath in a pose. Keep it going. Nice. Now start to get a little funny with it. Maybe you can open your arms out, maybe reach them up and then down again, up and down. Maybe try to lose your balance. Don't be afraid to get a little bit wobbly. Make the challenge more about getting wobbly than getting still. Wherever you are, take another deep breath in and let it go. Shake it out. Nice. Good. Gently start to draw circles again over those heels, change directions. Try and make this movement a little bit more about the ankles than about the hips. So really kind of explore how your ankles work in maintaining your weight here. Nice. Strength in our balance poses isn't ever about sticking a perfect balance. It's more about learning how to balance with a wobble. So wobbles are good. We welcome them. Inhale, both arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold it forward, nice and steady, go slow. Halfway lift, breathe it in. Exhale, fold it down, bend the knees, simply come to a seated position in the center of the mat. And hug those knees to the chest, give yourself a squeeze. You are so nearly there. Good. Now, keep those knees together and gently bring the hands underneath the back of the legs. Just because we've skipped some chaturangas, I've got to give it to you in some other way, don't I? So we're going to take a boat pose. So point the toes and let the toes touch into the mat. Squeeze the legs together. Notice if the back is curving, shoulders are reaching forward. Hold on to the backs of those legs to help you lift your heart up, try and get the spine straight. Good. Now I'm going to seesaw on those sit bones. Let the weight come back and start to pick the legs up, reach the legs forward. Keep holding onto the back of the legs to help you keep a straight spine. Good, like a boat. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nice, perfect boat poses. Now if you're feeling a little crazy, maybe you want to get a little shipwrecked, you're going to reach those arms forward, but keep the chest lifting up. Remember, it's just an option, not a requirement. Maybe you want to get a little crazy. Maybe reach the legs up high to the sky. Whew. Keep the spine straight wherever you are. Maybe none of this is happening. It's okay. Exhale, just lower it down. Whew. All the way to the ground. Sigh it out. That was your last bit of work, I promise. We had to sneak some of it in there. Nice. When you get there, just enjoy lying on your back for a moment. Recover your breath. Recover your focus. And gently bend the right knee. Sole of the right foot touches the ground. Good. Hug your left knee into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze of that leg. And extend your left heel up high towards the sky. Flex the foot. Good. Figure four shape with the legs. So left heel goes on top of the right knee. Good. Keep that foot flexed. Nice. Now find those bony points of the hips again. Even if you have to dig around, try and find it. Nice. Try and keep those points level with one another. So almost imagine you have a leveler across those hips, balanced on those bony points. Get the hands down by your sides, palms face down, squeeze the tummy in, push down with the heel of the right foot, and get those hips up, reaching up, try and keep them level with one another. Keep the left foot flexed. Exhale, lower it down. Nice. Take it one more time. Inhale, pick those hips up, keep them level. Keep pushing down with that right heel, and then exhale, lower it down. Pick the right foot up off the ground and see if you can reach around the right thigh. Good. Keep the right foot flexed as well as the left now, and relax the shoulders to the ground. Keep breathing. Long breath in, long breath out. Nice. Stay for one more breath. Make it slow. Long breath in. Long exhale. Release that right foot. Keep the figure four shape in the legs though. Arms to T shape or a cactus shape. And let the legs drift over to the right. Keep that figure four shape. So you're just creating a lovely twist through the body here. Good. Let the sole of the left foot touch the ground in that figure four shape. If you want to, you can maybe cross the legs a little bit deeper, as if you're sitting in a chair with legs tightly crossed. But it's an option. Always just an option. And then gently pick it back up into the middle, uncross the legs. Maybe pat some love back into the back of the thighs. Nice. And then gently let the left foot touch the ground. Flex the right foot. Reach it up. Remember that leg does not need to be straight. It's fine either way. Gently take it to the figure four shape on the opposite side. So right ankle on top of left knee. Open that knee up away from you. Good. Keep that foot flexed. Find those bony bits of the hips. Visualize them. Keep them even, palms down by your sides. As you inhale, pick the right hip up with the left. Try and keep equal weight through both shoulders as well. Exhale, gently lower it down. Really good. One more time, so breathe into it. Inhale, pick those hips up. Keep the foot flexed. Use those glutes. You got it. Exhale, lower it down. Nice. Pick the left foot up off the ground. See if you can reach it. Hold onto the left thigh. Try and keep the lower back connected to the ground. Flex all your feet. Good. Relax the shoulders to the ground. Breathe. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. See how you can relax into the shape a little bit more. Notice anywhere that you're tensing that you don't need to. Relax your face. Gently release that left foot back to the ground. Arms to a T shape or cactus shape. We're reaching them out wide. And just let that figure four shape drift down towards the left side of your body. Let the sole of the foot touch the ground and relax your core. Relax your shoulders. Start to soften your breath as well. You can cross those legs a little deeper if you would like to. There's no real benefit there, so you don't have to do it. Just take whatever twist feels good in your body. Long breath in, long breath out. Tell yourself something you appreciate about yourself. And then gently bring it back to the middle, uncross those legs. And bring yourself into the best shape of them all, Shavasana. So you can extend those legs out straight in front of you if you would like. Relax your feet open wide. Tuck the shoulder blades in under the chest. If that's uncomfortable for you, you can bend those knees. You can roll over onto the side. You can sit upright. Whatever shape feels best in your body, get into that now, because that's what Shavasana is about. When you're in that shape, take a long breath out. Let it go. And let the physical layer of your body start to really relax. All that hard work you've done, all those opening, twists, warrior poses, balances, all of that had to be done so you could be right here, right now. A place where you're willing to relax, willing to let go. Let your breath start to settle. Start to relax your forehead, the muscles in the face. And notice what thoughts tend to tease you off the mat. Just take a moment to recognize that. And bring it back to where you are. Soften your forehead. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax your cheek muscles. And soften the muscles of the jaw, the mouth. Let the tongue be heavy. And if in that relaxation your lips went apart, let that happen too. Really let your breath start to settle now. Unconscious pattern of inhales and exhales. You have nowhere to be just yet. Give yourself another moment or two just to experience what Shavasana feels like. This ability to be still after movement. Balance activity with rest. Such an important skill. And keep your eyes closed, but gently start to bring some movement back onto your mat. So maybe turn your head from side to side. Maybe wiggle fingers, toes, reach around. Do something else entirely. Whatever it is you choose to do though, try to do it with your eyes closed. And then gently roll over onto one side. Maybe use your arm as a pillow underneath the head and just pause for a moment. And gently push the ground away. Guide yourself up to a seated position. Try to keep those eyes closed. And take a moment as you're sat, however you're sat, just to reconnect. And at this time for ourselves on the yoga mat, this movement, this breath, it's all done in dedication. So we can take something off of the mat and share it with the world around us. Bringing the hands together, thumbs to forehead. Namaste.